The 10 biggest airlines in the United States have warned of potential chaos tomorrow ahead of the planned switch on of the latest 5G wireless technology in the U.S. They've sent an urgent letter to government officials to take action and have highlighted their concerns about the impact on safety and services. Ashley Burke is on the story. She's in our Washington bureau. We're going to definitely have to watch this tomorrow. But ahead of that, tell us more about the airline's concerns, Ashley, and I'm wondering whether there will be similar concerns here in Canada.
Heather, airlines are warning of catastrophic disruption and a completely avoidable economic calamity. The CEOs of Delta, United, American Airlines, and 7 other carriers say that thousands of planes may need to be delayed, diverted, or grounded indefinitely, and that could impact an estimated 100,000 passengers or so a day. Now, the letter, first reported by Reuters, urges that the government ban 5G within 2 miles of airports and wrote, quote, immediate intervention is needed to avoid significant operational disruption to air passengers, shippers, supply chain, and delivery needed medical supplies, including vaccine distribution. These airlines' concern is that Verizon and AT&T's 5G technology could interfere with its navigation tools on planes, specifically an instrument that pilots use to tell them how close they are to the ground when there's poor visibility. So something that's important during bad weather. And for months, airlines, U.S. regulators, cell phone carriers have been sparring over this issue. Meanwhile, in Canada, Canadian authorities stunned telecom giants in the fall with a surprise announcement that it was banning 5G near airports. Canada put in place restrictions, including exclusion zones, until more research is done.
What are the telecom companies and government officials saying about this threat, Ashley?
Well, the wireless industry accuses the aviation sector of fear-mongering and deliberately distorting the facts. They say that 5G has rolled out in dozens of other countries without aviation interference issues, and that the Federal Aviation Administration, because of that, ended up getting involved to settle this. And earlier this month, they struck a deal with the telecom companies. Verizon and AT&T did agree to reduce its signal strength, especially on cell phone towers near airports, but they called it an exceptional measure and that they were doing it in the spirit of cooperation for 6 months. These two companies have spent more than $80 billion buying bandwidth for 5G. They say that they've already moved the deadline to implement it once, and they are not going to let that happen again, and that this will be going forward tomorrow.
Ashley, we're going to be talking about this with you tomorrow, I would imagine. Thank you very much for setting that up. Ashley Burke is in Washington for us today.